Aloha, good morning. It's 7-Eleven. 6:07 on 7-Eleven. Friday. We were off yesterday. We had a doctor's appointment, but seems like we're working very little nowadays. But we're working on our first container movement of the day. This is a full 45-foot container from the big box over here in Kailua. We're taking this back to their off-site warehouse located in the Halava industrial area. Best time of day to come here and get these big 45-footers out of the parking lots, out of this little town. This town wasn't really designed for big trucks like this. So yeah, we'll head over to Halava Valley, drop this off on their dock, pick up empty or full, take that into the shipping terminal Sand Island. Sun's coming up. First movement of the day. 7:20. Shipping terminal today opens at 7 o'clock, so we didn't have to wait in line. That's nice. We got our dunnage can from the offsite warehouse in Halava in-gated. They want us to drop it in Delta 12. Which happens to be right over by the restroom, so that works out. Oh look, we got the red ship in. This ship doesn't come in quite as often. Once in a while. Their ships are white. This one's red. So yeah, we got a bit of a rainy morning. It looks like it might burn off though once it heats up, once the day heats up. Right now it's about 75 degrees. There's a couple empty stalls. go. $11.28. Working on our fourth movement up in there. After we dropped off that dunnage can from the big box offsite warehouse, we made our way to the Inter Island shipping terminal to pick up an empty 20-foot container to take out to a window installer. They were going to load it up, and then I was going to bring it back to the Inter Island shipping terminal and get it shipped off to the neighbor island. Of course, Thursday being one of the busy days of the week, or Friday, isn't much better, and the line to get into the Inter Island shipping terminal took me half an hour. So I get in there and get hooked up to a 20-foot chassis and then go over, and still there's no 20-foot containers. So we sat for half an hour waiting, hoping that one would come in, but they called up the customer, and by that time they were frustrated too, because they wanted to get it loaded and get it back to the Inter Island terminal before they closed out the sale. So they gave up on it at 8:40. They pulled the plug, and we put the chassis back, and then we ran over here to this terminal, picked up a full container of playground material, took it out to the Schofield Army base, and that took like half an hour to find the location of the job site, because it's not on the paperwork. Finally got a hold of somebody who knew where to go. Into the job site, and it's just a muddy mess. That's it. So we dropped off the full, and we picked up one of the empties that was there. And now we're bringing this empty back to the shipping terminal, where we're going to get the empty stripped off, the chassis parked, and then we'll check in with dispatch. Looks pretty busy here in the terminals for Friday. I wonder what it was like yesterday. It seems a lot of the runs I'm doing were scheduled yesterday. I don't know if the stuff is just late coming off the ships, or if it's just shortage of manpower. Probably a little bit of both. We'll go park the chassis here. was an easy day. We're shutting it down. It's 12 o'clock. We did 4 movements. We drove 91 miles. When we're headed home, we're working tomorrow just for like 3 hours, 5 to 8. And then we're working Sunday, same thing, 5 to probably 11. That's how part-time work works for me. But yeah, at least it keeps me out of trouble on the weekends. Gets me out of bed is what it does. We're gonna head on home, get some lunch, and then gotta take my wife to rehab for some physical therapy at 3 o'clock. That is it for today. Thanks for watching. Aloha.